going to go over a few stocks in today's video. So first one is Open Door. Now, in the last 3 months, this is up 900%. That is something to be cautious of. But the main reason I wanted to go over this is because the chart actually does look pretty good. So I'm looking for either a breakout of this monthly or a dip buy opportunity as long as it holds right around 496. Really don't want it to see it break that. So yeah, dip buy opportunity on a big red day would be great, or a breakout, retest, and it keeps going. So resistance levels I have coming up here, 770, 920, 1055. And above that, I think things could get squeezy and crazy. Here is the short interest stats. So 24.37 short percent, and then shares short 155 million. So I don't know. We could see retail really carry this. This thing could go crazy. As far as the flow goes for open, still seeing more call buyers than put buyers on this one. And if I were to play it, I'm not sure even shares would be the safest, because to buy 100 shares of Open Door would be about 614 bucks. And if this goes back to 50 cents, then you're out a lot of money. I think if this thing does break out, you might want to buy some time for it to actually cook and let it happen. But I would be looking at something like this right here. So not crazy out of the money, not crazy expensive, and you would still see a lot of upside if this thing broke out and really mooned. It would cost you less than 200 bucks to be in the play. And if it doesn't go your way, you're not going to lose that much money. Whereas if you bought shares of this thing and it doesn't go your way, it might go back down to 50 cents, and then you'd be out a lot more money. So that's one I'm keeping an eye on. And yeah, I'd be looking to play kind of like a long call. Next up is Coinbase, and this is one I actually played this morning based off the flow that was coming in. I was on my way to work, bought a call for this week, so a little bit risky there, obviously, but was going off flow, made a quick 100 bucks, scalped it, and then got to work. So if I had more time to watch it, obviously could have made more money. I think I sold it somewhat early in the morning, and it ended up going all the way up to 319. But this one's looking really good. This is a weekly breakout, approaching some resistance right around 323. So definitely want to see it break above that, probably retest and hold, and then keep going. The flow for this one is looking really good. You have 2.6 million in calls today, and a lot of those were weeklies. So I believe I took this one right here early in the morning. I saw 210K come in and just gave it a shot there. But this one right here for October 17th had 500,000, and then this one as well, 500,000. So a lot of good flow for coin. We will see what else happens this week. I believe there's some big events coming up that could make the stock market do some crazy stuff. But yeah, weekly breakout, and looking for this to continue higher. All right, and last up we have Sofi. So this is a stock, another Chamath SPAC, but actually a really good company, really great stock. I bank with Sofi, and I love all their products. So in the last 3 months, this thing has really taken off, up 80%. Year to date, 72%. So I mean, this thing was as low as I think $6, $5 during the huge drop the last few years, and finally broke over these huge resistances here at $23. So basing above 25 is a really good sign for Sofi. Here's the channel I'm talking about. So this was a very tough part for Sofi to get over for a long time. Huge drop, and then slowly built their way back up, kept going up, selling off, going up, selling off, and finally broke above this channel and actually above these huge resistances and supply zones. So now basing above, basically want to see it hold anywhere from 22 to 25. It's kind of like the area we want to see it base in. Even if it were to come back down and retest the top of this channel, it's still pretty bullish. I do think Sofi is headed higher. And then our next resistance zones are going to be between that 27 and 28 mark, so nearing all-time highs. And with the momentum Sofi has and just all the positive outlooks on the company, Who knows? It might be included in the S&P 500, and we could really see this thing take off. So yeah, definitely one I'm going to be watching. As far as the flow for SoFi, nothing insane, but we're still seeing the calls outweigh the puts on that. Overall, it looks like the short interest has decreased from previous periods, so I don't expect this one to squeeze based on that, like Open Door could. But I think this would be just more of a technical breakout and finally getting over this hump. We could really see this thing go. So definitely one to keep watching, and I'm going to keep watching the flow and probably look to buy some calls on this one on a retest. So thank you for watching and have a good one.